Ukraine is still reeling from yesterday's Russian missile strikes, which targeted cities and infrastructure facilities across the country. Weapons fired included 6 hypersonic missiles, and the attacks come as the fighting in the eastern city of Bakhmut rages on. NBC News correspondent Erin McLaughlin joins us now from Dnipro with the latest. Erin.
Hey, Clay. Well, in the capital, Kyiv, they're still working to restore the city's heating system after yesterday's hypersonic missile strike took out 40% of Kyiv's heating. I was speaking to a city official who told me he hopes it'll be fully restored in the coming days. Meanwhile, fighting rages in the east with the Russian commander of its forces in Bakhmut complaining he's running out of ammunition.
At least 6 people have been killed and millions left without heat following Russia's offensive in Ukraine Thursday. That included the use of powerful new hypersonic missiles. The Russian military claiming it was an act of revenge. President Zelensky declaring it an act of terror. No matter how many malicious things Russia does, our state and people will still not be in chains, he says. Late Thursday, the director of the CIA with this warning about Russian President Vladimir Putin.
He's convinced also, and has been for some time, the Ukraine matters more to him than to us. Therefore, the challenge, I think, is to puncture that view.
To the east, the Ukrainian military determined to show Ukraine matters most to its people. They're battling for every inch of territory in Bakhmut. Ukrainian forces are adamant the importance of this city grows by the day as Ukrainian fighters attempt to exhaust elite Russian forces known as the Wagner Group, claiming to control the eastern part of the city. The notorious leader of the paramilitary organization, Yevgeny Prigozhin, on Thursday issuing this public appeal for more ammunition, claiming the Kremlin is no longer taking his calls. Now I can only ask for more supplies through the media, he says. Meanwhile, miles away at a hospital in Dnipro, the Ukrainian commitment to victory on full display. Serhiy, a Ukrainian soldier back from near Bakhmut, took a bullet in the arm.
Do you want to go back to the front lines?
As soon as it heals, he says, I'll go back.
And I was speaking to another Ukrainian soldier being treated in that hospital. He was lightly wounded in Bakhmut. He had a harrowing account of the situation in that city. He said that Russian soldiers were flooding the streets. They were outnumbering Ukrainian soldiers 3 to 1. And yet Ukrainian soldiers are persisting, vowing to fight on and try and keep hold and control of that city. He told me that he was heading back to the front lines today. Clay.
Important reporting, Erin. Thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.